The following is a presentation of TFNN. The Money Masters. Call now, toll free at 1-877-927-6648. Internationally at 727-445-1044. Now, Tom O'Brien and Tommy O'Brien.
Welcome, folks. So we have the Dow Industrials up 81. You get the Nasdaq up 18. S&Ps are up 7. Gold's flat at $12.32. You get silver up 2 cents, $17.69. Light sweet crude off a 86 cents at $52.15 a barrel. Notes, 10-year note down 1 tick, 124.28. 30-year bond up 7 ticks, 151.10. King dollar up 770 ticks at 100.635. The euro's at 106. The yen is trading at 112.55. Bottom line, let's go over to our man, Mr. Kevin Hinks from TD Ameritrade Think or Swim. And don't forget, folks, every trading day right here at TFNN, 12 to 1 Eastern Standard Time. I'm in Mr. Kevin Hinks, Scott Connor. They have a great program. You want to understand options upside down. Great place to do it. Another great place to do it, folks, is going to be coming this Wednesday night, Thursday, Friday, and Saturday morning at the Omni in Orlando, Florida. TD Ameritrade swim lessons are going to be there live. You want to get down and meet all the crew? Well, guess what? Omni.
Money Show Orlando.
Money Show Orlando. It's going to be Wednesday night, Thursday, Friday, and then Saturday morning. Kevin Hinks, what's going on?
Good morning, Tom. Good morning, Tommy. Thanks for the plug. Yes, we are going to be in Orlando, Florida the rest of the week at the Money Show Orlando.
It's a beautiful day in Florida, man, so come on down.
It's 74 degrees right now.
We're bundled up, but our office has an air conditioner that doesn't stop, which is okay. We just bundle up. But, you know, right behind us we have these beautiful windows, too, and it's 70 degrees out. But we're...
You know, I spent some time in Florida over Thanksgiving and Christmas each year, and I can tell you, your definition of freezing is still not even in the ballpark of really freezing.
We won't deny that for sure. We're well aware of it too.
Yeah,
we are.
It makes me physically ill when I see people like that. But I'm looking forward to some warm weather. I got my shorts. I'm ready to go.
Those Chicago temperatures make me ill. So we're both in the same ballpark, man. So come on, but
I'll
either
tell
way.
you what, it's in the 40s today. That's a heat wave.
Yeah, it is. You guys are all set.
40s, man.
And this Florida weather is just the most beautiful of all. We got some cool weather, 75 degrees, so it'll be.
You're all set. We get the Chicago in the 40s. We get the VIX at 11.5.
Right. What doesn't make sense here? Chicago in the 40s or VIX at 11.5? Which is the bigger surprise?
Oh my God! I'm telling you, man, it's just nonstop, isn't it? It's pretty wild.
You know, I can't say I've never seen this because if you've been in this business long enough, you have.
Right. For sure. Yeah.
They just can't hurt this market right now, even when news that's not great comes out. Harker spoke last night. He said, March is still on the table for an interest rate rise. That should pretty much stop this bond rally and get yields back up. You got a strong dollar today. But, this market just feels strong to me, right? It just feels like there's just a lack of sellers. And that's why you see VIX. VIX, they just can't break it, guys.
Go ahead.
You
know what's so cool what you're saying, Kevin? So picture this. I'm into the metals market pretty good, right? And as soon as I heard that, I says, okay, this is the second one coming out. I was on the way home when I heard it, right? I went right to the bonds. I says, okay, man, are they going to get crushed? And, of course, I figured that the metals were going to, which they didn't. But that's a great deal. Like, oh, my God, they couldn't kill the bonds and they didn't kill the metals. So I'm saying to myself, oh, that's interesting. They got a bid on the dollar, but it's like the dollar has a long way to go before it wants to basically get higher again. Do you know what I mean? So it's like, okay.
Right, yeah. The dollar was a fairly safe bet here because it had a pretty significant correction there.
Yes.
The bonds are trying to find their way. You know what I mean? They seem to get strong and they seem to rally. Needless to say, that payroll number on Friday did not help bond shorts because that income part of it was not inflationary. But now you got Harker coming out late in the day yesterday saying, March interest rate rise is still on the table. So you got some competing factors going on here in the bond market.
And
the real numbers versus rhetoric out of the Fed.
And March is right around the corner. Hey, so,
Right.
you guys are going to be doing swim lessons live in Orlando, right?
Right.
Yeah.
Are you guys coming?
I'm going to come visit you. Yeah.
Oh, awesome.
Yeah.
I got a tab with your name on it. I got a tab open. Don't worry about it.
That's a beautiful thing, man.
The working doesn't stop over there when the shows
if
are
I come
going.
to Florida, I got to see the O'Brien. That's the rule.
Perfect.
That is absolutely the rule. And all the Tigers and Tigresses, folks. So they're going to be at the Omni Orlando. You can pull it up. Just pull up the World Money Show. It starts Wednesday night. That's like 6:30 at night. They open the hall.
Probably have a cocktail, something.
Yeah, and then all day Thursday, Friday they'll be there. You can drop by. You'll not only learn a lot, you get to meet everyone and everyone on that crew, folks. If you've never been to a Think or Swim, exhibition, it's amazing how much they can help you at the booths. I mean, they have
really. And I'll tell you what, and we're bringing an all-star cast this time.
I love it.
We've got the New York Yankees of trading coming with us today. So
you get Tom
we're
Brady?
bringing all the big guns.
You get Tom
We're bringing
Brady?
all the big guns. Huh?
You get Tom Brady?
I'll tell you what. I think he's a little busy right now, but if he didn't, he'd be with us.
Oh, that's right, man. There's no doubt about it.
Well, New York Yankees work because it's almost spring training too, and the Yankees will be
right.
down there.
Actually,
so there you go.
that's right. Is it
I think
tomorrow? They show up
they
tomorrow.
reported maybe pitches and catches.
Yeah, the pitches
I
and
think they
catches
might have-
report tomorrow, man.
But we're looking forward to it. I love being on the road. I love seeing people and interacting with customers all over the place. So today on Swim Lessons, we're going to talk about delta and direction. Directional trading.
12 to 1 Eastern Standard Time right here, folks. TFNN.com. Kevin, have a great one, a safe one. We look forward to the show today.
Always a pleasure, guys. Thanks for having me.
Thank you, man. Stay right there, folks. Tommy and I are coming right back. Dow's up 90.
Larry Pesavento has just started his brand new service, Fibonacci 24/7, and he's already delivering content to his subscribers on a daily basis when the market's opened and even on weekends. Each Monday, you'll receive Larry's written report that provides detailed commentary and a summary on the charts and videos that Larry sends out. And throughout the week, when warranted, Larry will send out via charts or videos or both the key markets that he is watching during the day. This will be up-to-the-date, active trading information that will help you in your daily trading. In Larry's first week alone, he sent out 25 charts, 6 videos, and a full report to his subscribers in just 1 week. If you're a technical trader that uses patterns and retracements to trade, then Larry's service Fibonacci 24/7 is something that you must try. Right now, new subscribers can get a full 30-day money-back guarantee. With nothing to risk, sign up now to Larry Pesavento's Fibonacci 24/7 by visiting the front page of TFNN.com under Trading Newsletters.
Platinum, grains, crude oil, gold, copper, cattle, hogs, gasoline, natural gas, coffee, cotton, cocoa, and sugar. These are just some of the commodities mentioned in the most recent issue of Andy Hecht's Techno-Mental Commodity Report. Andy publishes his weekly newsletter every Thursday morning, where he breaks down the commodity market and provides his subscribers with specific trading recommendations based on his trading methodology. By signing up for a free trial to the Techno-Mental Commodity Report, you'll get a full 30 days to try out this powerful newsletter service and see for yourself the types of trades Andy has recommended for his subscribers. When you sign up for a 30-day free trial, you're under no obligation to pay anything. And should you decide to continue, you will lock in the low rate of only $79 a month. Sign up right now for the Techno-Mental Commodity Report and make sure you're ready to catch the next big trade in commodities. For more information and to get started today, visit the front page of TFNN.com.
You know what's cool? Taking something that's good for you. Something specifically formulated to help with weight loss, better sleep, stress reduction, and the need to detox.
Nico, our hunter and gatherer ancestors found all their nutritional requirements for health in their wild environment. But today, our food sources no longer contain the vitamins, minerals, and nutrients our bodies need to stay healthy and strong.
That's why we need Primal Edge Daily Nutrition. It includes a special blend of ionic, soil-based vitamins, minerals, fatty, and amino acids in an easy-to-use liquid form.
Primal Edge is powered by highly concentrated fulvic and humic acids, nature's preferred delivery system. They have been called miracle molecules because, like sunlight, air, and water, life cannot exist without them.
That's right, Paige. They ensure we receive all the nutrition we need to be healthy and thrive. We take it every morning.
Primal Edge, formulated and approved by Nico and Paige of Living a Primal Lifestyle. Buy it today for just $89. Click on the Primal Edge banner on the front page of TFNN.com. We take your phone calls now. Toll free at 1-877-927-6648. Internationally at 727-445-1044.
Welcome back, folks. Dow right now is up 92. You get the Nasdaq up 20. S&Ps are up 7.5. And if we get over and we take a look at this market, it's, as Kevin was just saying. So this other Fed governor come out last night, folks. Turn around and says March is on the table. So let's go look at what the Fed Fund futures rate looks like. Well, the people that are putting money on it are saying, well, we think it's only a 26% chance.
Sure.
That there'd be a rate hike of 0.25% in the March meeting. So March 15th is the meeting. May 3rd is the next meeting. There's a 40% chance. And June 14th looks like the number, 69% chance.
Yeah, so I'm just looking down here at the chart, so it charts it all. So a quarter, we're at right now 50 to 75. I believe.
That's correct.
Right.
Yeah.
So
right.
A rate increase will be 75 to 1, which is this line, which is this like green line here. And so you can see, I guess there was a little slight tick up from like 22, 23, right, to 26. But just putting things in perspective.
Right.
That would, and that's probably going off him.
And it was at 30 before the jobs number come out on Friday.
Okay.
And then it dropped to like.
Yep. I'm just looking right here. Exactly. 32.
Yeah.
Right. And then you see it drop as low as 23. Now it's back up to 26.
So that's gonna. That is right around the corner. So I don't see it. The bond market right now, the way the bonds are trading, also don't see it. The 10-year won't back off, and the 10-year will be the first one to back off. And in fact, the 10-year got into a higher price today, 125.06. Hasn't been able to hold price, but I kind of like how it's looking right now. Because your swing highs up there are 125.13. The gold contract itself is pretty amazing.
Yeah.
I'm a bull, but it's like this is, we've had a heck of a run, folks, and they just can't get this thing down. It's like, whoa, man.
Yeah.
This thing wants to go, man. If we go over to the euro, and folks, if you haven't test drove the Nadex platform, great time to do it. Come over to our website at TFNN. You can have the banner on the side, pull up the exchange, and put $25,000 of paper money into your account, and you can see how these defined option contracts trade. Yesterday I went into the euro, turned out nice. This morning I went to the euro again. I know.
I was thinking of you when I saw the euro was down this morning.
Oh, but look what I did. I waited. I was lucky that I waited, actually.
Of course.
I wasn't.
The timing worked out, right?
The timing worked out.
That's good.
I let the thing plunge first.
Yeah, so 755 it looks like your trade was at.
Yeah.
We'll pull up. So it's the euro US dollars. You're trading the 3 o'clock one. Yeah, so somewhere right around here.
Right.
Yeah, and even just backing it up to get a full. That's why, it looks. Yeah, so like right around here. Yeah,
yes.
So that's not bad. As in, you know what I mean? I didn't know if you were trading if you got in. I just knew you were. Maybe
what happened?
Short the dollar, long the euro. When I saw the euro
just
was
as
down.
I said, I was getting ready for it last night. I was driving home. What happened, folks, is that Fed governor came out right after the close last night and said. And this guy is a voting member. Now, the last guy that came out last Friday is a non-voting member. He says, okay, man, what are they doing, man? Do you know what I mean? Because if they keep sending one out after the other, they're trying to get the market ready for it.
Sure,
you know what I mean?
Sure.
Wow.
You should be listening to that. Right,
believe me.
Right.
Let's go to our man Mike in Somerville. Hey, Mike, what's going on?
Hey, Tommy, what's up, buddy?
What's happening, brother? Oh, you must be so psyched. Listen to this accent.
Hey, listen, Tom. I didn't listen to you yesterday. I'm hoarse as anything. I was on the phone all day yesterday with my buddy.
All day.
I didn't listen yesterday because you know why I'm hoarse, brother.
That's all right. You go to confession. You're blessed. It's okay. You're not going to go to purgatory. You're still in heaven. No, don't worry about it.
Hey, Hey, I'm not calling you about Nugget. I'm calling you about the New England Patriots because I didn't listen yesterday, buddy.
I love it.
The celebration can go all week, man.
Oh,
for sure.
it's definitely going to go all week.
Yeah.
Was that over the top or what, man? That was like so.
Oh, listen. Tommy, I want to give you breaking news, buddy. I'm in Woburn right now. It is a freaking snowstorm here right now. These poor bastards down there, they got to wait. They're down there and for that duck boat.
They get the parade going today.
Oh.
That's going to be. You know what? I'm sure it's not going to slow down anybody that's out there to watch that parade.
It's not. It's going to make it more fun.
They'll revel
it's going to
in
make
the
it
snow.
more fun.
Exactly.
Yeah. No. Exactly.
Buddy, I just went into Staples for about 20 minutes. I come out, I had an inch of snow on my car.
That's amazing, man. Hey, so no one's working up there, of course, today. That ain't even close, right? Yeah.
I gotta get home and get the TV on and watch it. Obviously, Channel 5. You know what I mean? I'll be watching it from my warm house. But yeah, buddy, what an insane game, huh, brother? It's unbelievable.
It was unbelievable.
You almost you can't even just grasp how cool it was because it just happened. It's probably the greatest Super Bowl, greatest game ever, and it's like, man, pretty intense.
That I think the Bobby Orr pitcher, folks, okay, when he got the gold in the Stanley Cup, I think the Edelman pitcher, that should be a pitcher.
Sure.
Do you know what I mean? That hits the...
Everyone's going to know that catch for our generation.
Hits the leg, and he just one more grab, right?
In the context of the game, right?
You know what the big news is? The big news of everybody about this is, and I wasn't one of them, I got to admit. You got to remember, halfway through the third quarter, there were people that shut their TVs off, brother. You know what I mean?
Oh, for sure.
Well,
28-3. Yeah.
Thank God we didn't.
Like, I'm not going to say that I said they had a chance, but I was telling my wife and my daughter what they had to do to tie it.
I was doing the same thing, man, for sure, Mike.
So, pitcher, we were at my house, and Tommy and a couple of our friends are outside watching TV. We were inside, and you could hear... Oh, yeah, oh, it's going to happen. And like the TVs outside were like a 3-second delay from inside.
Yeah, I know, yeah.
So it was, it was good.
We were glued to the TV, that's for sure, the whole time. Right. We didn't give up, exactly.
No, but that's what I'm saying. The big thing that people are going to say about themselves is, you're always going to have the ones that said, oh, I knew they could come back. Yeah, you know what I mean? You're always going to have that big argument. My thing is that I obviously thought that there's no chance of them coming back, Tom, in the third quarter. No, nobody would have in the right mind.
I think
28-3 was pretty tough.
Yeah.
But just like you, Mike, same thing where you're saying, they get the ball. Okay, if they score, then it's 28-10, and like it was always a possibility, but they had to do everything and they just kept having to do it, and each time it was like, okay, they scored a touchdown. It's possible still. And then they get the ball back and then they almost, they got the fumble and it's like, well, that makes it possible. And then they get the touchdown and then they get the 2-point conversion. You're like, man, this is really possible, and every time it just, they needed everything though. 4 touchdowns and a field goal, all without Atlanta scoring anything.
And 2 2-pointers.
And a turnover somewhere just to have enough, and it just kept happening, right?
Listen.
Listen.
We're in the probability game, Tom. You guys say it every day of your lives about the probabilities about a trade. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Like you said, when that game was happening, you were figuring the probabilities, the possibilities. You know what I mean?
Hey,
and
but and the same thing. It was always greater than 0. As in they always had a chance. They were never quite out. So same deal as that goes for it too, man.
Hey, thanks for calling, man.
Thanks,
Stay warm, Mike.
All right, guys, have a good day.
Have a great one. Stay right there, folks. Tommy and I are coming right back. And we're warm down here.
Today, it's hard to tell if the economy is coming or going. Regardless, I want my money going in the direction I choose. If that's your stance as well, then you want to know how Everbank can help keep your money thriving just the way you want. Is growing your money a priority? Everbank is committed to a yield pledge promise to pay high yields on your checking, money market, and CD balances. Looking to diversify? Everbank ingeniously developed accessible ways to spread your money around the world into foreign currencies and even non-FDIC insured metals. And when it comes to your wealth, they bring a highly experienced and global perspective to help you manage it. Everbank's financial philosophy flies in the face of the status quo. They believe your money's performance should not be determined by today's economic circumstances, but by the drive to rise above them and create opportunities that favor your objectives. If that excites you like it does me, visit everbank.com/TFNN to find out what they can do for you. Again, that's everbank.com/TFNN. Visit them today. Everbank is a member FDIC and equal housing lender.
If you're an active trader looking for that extra edge when it comes to trading and investments, then now is a great time to get a 2-week free trial to Tom O'Brien's daily market letter, Market Insights. Tom O'Brien's daily newsletter, Market Insights, comes out every market day at around 9:30 a.m. and provides Tom's daily commentary on the broad market, including the Dow, NASDAQ, and S&P, plus specific trade recommendations. There's even an update published most afternoons to keep you informed about the day's market activity. He'll give you the entry price, price target, and stop price of each stock and option trade. With Market Insights, there's nothing left to guessing. For all the details and to get your 2-week free trial to Market Insights started today, visit TFNN.com.
Many of our new listeners have heard about the Tiger's Den, but wondered, what exactly is it? The Tiger's Den is a lively community where professional traders and investors can meet, exchange ideas and information in a comfortable, moderated atmosphere. Hear all of your favorite TFNN shows, plus see all the charts as they happen live during those shows and have access to all those charts. You can test drive the Tiger's Den absolutely free for 30 days. It will greatly enrich your knowledge of these markets. Details on the Tiger's Den are on the front page of TFNN.com. Tiger TV is an exciting way to experience TFNN programming. See high-definition video giving you crystal clear charts, as well as seeing some of the faces of TFNN's highly acclaimed financial experts with crisp, full-fidelity sound. Catch Tom O'Brien, John Logan, Steve Rhodes, Basil Chapman, Larry Pesavento, Think or Swim, David White, Andy Hecht, and Daryl Martin in crystal clear, high-definition audio and video. Tiger TV, exclusively at TFNN.com. This segment is brought to you by Think or Swim. For more information, just click the Think or Swim banner on the front page of TFNN.com.
Welcome back, folks. Dow Industrials right now are up 80. You got the NASDAQ up 18. S&Ps are up 6.5. And if we go over to the Dow, we take a look at the strength versus the weakness inside the Dow Industrials. Strength is Boeing, that's up 1.8%, or $3. IBM is up 1.1%. Apple is up 1.1%. Caterpillar is up 1%. Taken away from it, lagging it is Chevron is down 0.5%. Microsoft's up 0.4. Merck is down 0.4. Now, inside the NDX 100, this is going to get interesting. So the NDX 100 just broke out. We'll see whether it can hang out there. You got Mattel is up 3%. Hasbro is up another 3%. That's a move, man. It was up, what's that, 14% yesterday? So look at that. So Hasbro on Friday was at $83. You're $97 right now. Big numbers. We're back into the toy market.
That's right. Real toys.
Yeah. And NVIDIA is up by 2.2%. Taken away from it is Liberty Financial down 2%. Fox is off 1.7. Look at Liberty has 3 stocks now.
Yeah.
That's pretty.
I think they have 5 in there.
Do they?
Yeah.
Okay, right. And Fox came out with big
I thought
numbers.
they were good numbers.
But they missed their revenue by a bit.
Okay.
But it's amazing how much they expect these public companies to make.
Expectations are everything, man.
It's huge. It's absolutely huge.
You want to be worth billions and billions of dollars, you got to make millions and millions at least. Right?
You do. If we do go over, let's go over to the NDX right now. Well, actually, we'll pull up the Qs. So the Qs right now, you're over the highs. Now, this is what you really want to watch like a hawk, folks, and this is why. Yesterday, the Qs were going into the high with 11.6 million shares. The last high up there had 15 million. Now both of those in themselves, a dramatically light volume. Then you came down, and we came down with 25 million shares. You made a bottom with 19 million. You want to watch this like a hawk, and the reason being is that if you get a failure out here of 125.92, and the volume still stays light, that's going to be a major failure. Not, we talk about a failure in price and volume. That's just a push and pull on a continual basis. Market is going to break up, break down. Something like this is a different ball game. The reason it's a different ball game is that you're at highs. It was pushing into it with light volume, and it just spiked it. So it took all the stops out.
Sure.
You know, I mean, if we go NQ, if we go over to the futures for a second, you're going to see that spike. That's the I put it intraday. That's the type of spike that, you know, if you and I were sitting at a desk with unlimited amounts of money, we'd say, okay, let's see. We know that the buy stops up there.
Sure.
You know, let's see if we can make some money on that.
Push it a good 10 points higher.
Exactly.
Yeah.
Exactly. And then if we're going to sell the market, we have our sell on the opposite side of that.
Sure.
Bonds are still saying, guess what? This market wants to go south. The bond market just went green. And the gold market just won't stop. Gold's up $2.30.
Yeah.
And the dollar is starting to give it up. If this dollar gives it up again today, let me tell you something. The dollar bulls are going to go bonkers, man. I mean, I wouldn't blame them. It's like, you know, each and every day this thing gets sold down.
Yeah.
And it's like, you know. Now, today what happens in the dollar index, folks, is that, to me, if you're watching Tiger TV, that's what I was trading against continually.
Sure.
is the
That's
third.
Friday.
Yeah. This would have to close under 100.370. That's because that would be like, okay, man.
That's Friday's high.
Yeah, you know. So, lots of action, man. Lots of action out here. And the Dow's, it looks like the Dow already gave it up pretty quick. So,
how about oil? Oil's down almost $1.
Yeah, so let's pull up the CLH7. Oh, man. Folks, there was someone on Bloomberg today. Yeah, this is breaking down. Okay, so check this out. Okay, so oil is down 81 cents. You're at 52.19, and 51.65 is the high of the November 30th. That was OPEC. That's the first place you really want to watch.
It's definitely at like the lower end of this consolidation range.
You break that, that's right.
Like 52 to 54, 54.5, somewhere in there. But yeah, it's
big time.
Yeah.
And there was a guy on Bloomberg. I'll have his name by this afternoon. You want to listen to this interview. It was an amazing interview. And what it was about was this. So this guy's a big writer. He's a tax writer, financial writer. Like the big oil companies hire him, Coca-Cola hires him, and he's into this. Right now, what he's talking about is that the tax that the border tax, okay?
Yes.
And it's not just a border tax for Mexico. I'm not talking about that.
Border adjustments.
Yeah, thank you. Border adjustment, okay? And he was explaining, folks, okay, this was so cool. He was explaining what's going to happen in the oil market if the border adjustment tax goes on, right?
Okay.
And, oh, man, it's so cool. So what he was explaining, that right now that the shale producers are producing like wildfire, okay? And that his expectation, now the oil companies hired him on this one, which is just, you know, but the expectation is that it's going to get dramatically so, meaning more shale. But this is what the difference is. From Texas all the way east, they won't be selling anymore to outside of the country. They're going to be selling to Valero.
Okay.
And Valero can do 1 million barrels a day. Okay. And what he was saying is that what the oil companies are worried about is that, hold it, that's going to put so much more supply inside the United States that oil's going to go down dramatically.
Okay.
And it's an amazing article, and I'm going to get
interview.
I'm going to get the guy's name because I got to listen to it again because it was just like, wow. He was just talking about the implications and where the flow will go. And the first thing let's look at Valero right now, because the first thing I thought about, he was explaining that so Valero, folks, is that they take the oil and then make it for the products that we use.
Refiner.
And so he was explaining that they're going to have so much oil, and it's going to be the light sweet crude, the better oil.
Okay.
And they'll stop buying the thick oil from Canada. You know, so it's something we want to keep our eye on. I want to see if I can get the guy on. I mean, it was one of those.
Nice.
It was like it's a heads up. Do you know what I mean? Let's go to Mike in Dallas. Hey, Mike, what's going on?
How you doing today?
Doing great, man. Yourself?
Doing great, thanks.
Cool.
Wanted to ask you a question. In the previous show, and I believe it was Steve, he had mentioned FXCM, and he said that there had been an article just this morning in reference to
they're barred from doing business in the United States.
Okay. That's what it is. Okay. Well, I just didn't know, and he just said pay attention to it and be careful. So that's what I was calling you about.
That's
okay.
So here, let's go over this. So FXCM, folks, okay, if we go back years now, right? What happened, remember we were doing the shows like, you stay right there, and I'll bring you through this the currency deal of where we've gone and where it is right now.
Oh, okay. Thanks.
You stay right there, folks. Tommy and I are coming right back. Dow right now is up 70, Nasdaq's up 18, S&Ps are up 5.5. We're going to be right back.
Has the current market volatility continued to stop you out of trades when the market spikes against you? Now is the perfect time to open up an account with Nadex. Nadex, the North American Derivatives Exchange, is a brand new, completely regulated Chicago-based exchange, and unlike most other exchanges, Nadex allows you to trade directly through them with direct market access when using their completely free trading platform, which also features real-time charts and full customization capability. One of the advantages of trading with Nadex in volatile markets is that your risk is always capped and you have the ability of keeping your trades open even when the market spikes against you. Nadex is completely brand new with a line of unique trading products that are unavailable anywhere else. See how it works at nadex.com. That's NADEX.com. Or click on the Nadex banner on the front page of TFNN.com. Futures and options trading involves risk and may not be appropriate for all investors.
Tom O'Brien's weekly gold letter, The Gold Report, gives complete and concise coverage of the entire gold market. Inside, you'll get Tom's commentary on gold, the dollar, the rand, the bond, the XAU, the HUI, and detailed coverage of nearly 25 mining stocks. He'll give you the entry price, price target, and stop price of each stock trade. The Gold Report is a long-term newsletter where the focus is on building real wealth through the management of a successful portfolio of gold stocks. With a lifetime of knowledge and almost 12 years of writing his informative weekly newsletter, The Gold Report, Tom O'Brien can provide you with the important market information to help you make better trades in the gold market. Don't let the next bull run in gold pass you by. To get a month-long free trial to The Gold Report, an $85 value, visit the front page of TFNN.com today.
David White's newsletter, The Technology Insider, is focused like a laser on finding the next big things in technology. If you had invested only $10,000 in Microsoft in 1986, you'd have been a millionaire by 2000. Disruptive technology like Microsoft's is the key to these massive long-term profits, and the Tech Insider is the vehicle from TFNN to capitalize on these opportunities. This is the go-to newsletter that identifies, monitors, and profits on mostly little-known cutting-edge companies with great long-term prospects. David's experience is as an inventor of Emmy-winning animation products for TV and Hollywood that propelled a company public. Match that with 14 years as a full-time trader, and he's uniquely qualified to guide you through the light-speed world of ever-evolving high-tech. If you're ready to ride the next big technology bull market for less than $40 per month, log on to TFNN.com and get your 2-week free trial to the Technology Insider. Get in on the ground floor of the next big thing today.
This segment is brought to you by TFNN. Test drive all the newsletters for free at TFNN.com.
Welcome back, folks. We're talking with Mike from Dallas, and so if you're watching Tiger TV, we got FXCM up, and it's a public company. The low is out here today, $3.25. Bottom line is the gap down. So what you had, when you go look at the currency market in general, folks, if you go back basically 20 years, that I know about, at least, you used to have. It was so unregulated that you could open an account, and then you could get other people to open accounts and trade them, and it was legal.
Sure.
Okay? And bottom line, it goes from that to, I mean, remember doing the shows like 10, 12 years ago? We'd do the money shows at the Traders Expos, and one whole line was all FX brokers.
Yes.
Okay, and that's when that was happening. FXCM had a good name. Bottom line is that they claimed they didn't trade against their clients, and they did, and they got caught. And
you're going back a ways right now, though, right? Because there's news breaking today versus the news you're talking about is breaking like a while back. Just to put.
Well, the investigation's been going on for 2 years,
right?
And they kicked them out of the United States last night.
Yeah, no, that's right, for sure.
Right, you know, and so bottom line is that you know, and what also happens is this. Now, this is where the difference that markets always keep changing. You know, we like trading the Nadex product. Well, here, if we just pull up exactly what I have right here, yeah. Well, you know, this is a, you know, one of the targets saying trade against clients, think Goldman Sachs. This is what the difference is. The difference is that banks do trade against us, and they can. Okay, Fidelity, all. If you look at your brokerage if your brokerage statements and you read them, they're telling you in there that they're making a market in it. The difference is disclosure. You can do that, but
Sure.
you have to disclose that's what you're doing.
Sure.
And they didn't. They disclosed just the opposite.
Sure.
You know. So if we go over to the Nadex product, and you take a look at it, there's no reason whatsoever to trade. Well, to me there isn't. Okay, with an FX broker, when you can trade the Nadex product, and you have a defined risk.
Sure.
It's like, you know, and it's a regulated exchange.
Yeah,
That's
which
you know,
FXCM is no longer.
Right. Yeah. So, Mike, do you have an account with them?
No.
Okay.
No, I don't.
So the accounts,
No, I don't.
if you do have an account with them, folks, what's going to happen is this: that account in the United States is going to go to Gain, okay, which
probably going to get sold to them, right?
Which has a good name, yeah.
Sure.
They're saying that Gain
They're in
looks like
talks.
it's buying them
Right.
for $52 million.
Right.
The accounts that are in the United States, you know,
Okay.
I would,
Okay.
yeah.
So they were asked to leave the United States last night?
Yes.
Okay.
Yeah.
Okay. Well, okay. Well, Tom, thank you very much for your historical review and up to today. I appreciate it.
Absolutely, man.
Okay. Thank you now.
Okay, have a great one, man. Have a safe one. The look at that dollar, man. Giving it up again. It's giving it up again.
100, 465. I think we're at about 100, 600 to start
It's
the show.
hard to believe, man. This is like, you know, what monster is on this side selling, man? Because it's like, you know, I mean, it's still at 590 ticks, folks, okay? But this has been the agenda here for quite a while, you know, that they just sell it down. And so if you actually, yeah, 370 is the number I want to see. And where I'm getting for 370, folks, that was the high of Friday. Yeah, and then the high of last week, well, it didn't even make that.
Yeah.
So, GCJ7. Look at that gold just doesn't want to back down, man. And tomorrow we have oil numbers.
Yep, Wednesday.
And then Thursday we have gas numbers. So there's we got big action out here. Let's go look at the IBB. So the IBB, okay, and that's trying to make its way up into this swing point of 287. So this the Nasdaq deal is going to be the one to watch out here today, because if that's a true break topside, it'll grab the rest of them with them, because the Nasdaq loves to drag everyone up and drag everyone down.
How about Apple? Just because I know Apple's up big time
that's
today,
for
and that's
sure.
obviously tying in there.
Oh yeah, okay. You're up 164. Yep, Apple's got juice too. You see what we're going into here. Oh, I see. Okay, so well, there's no reason it can't make. The high is 134.54. Now that's, I don't know if that's the high, but let me just see.
Sure.
It is?
Yeah.
It is. So it's going after it. You know, you're not going to, we're so close to it right now, it's like, why not, right?
Sure.
Yeah. So there's going to be, now yesterday the volume dropped off in a huge way. You know, we'll see where this shakes out today. Some of the higher volume equities in this market, you know, Apple's one of the big ones. Michael Kors, that's getting killed. That's down $5.50. I believe that came out with numbers too. So KORS down 545. Oof.
Yeah.
Well, mall traffic. Yeah, forget it.
Forecast, it looks like, yeah.
Right. Michael Kors fell the most in more than a year and a half after cutting his annual profit, signaling dwindling retail traffic, and plans to reduce its reliance on department store industry. Yeah. Man,
I would love to hear that plan. In terms of, you know, how are you going to stop relying on mall traffic to sell items that you sell in a mall?
You're going to get smaller.
It's tough, right?
You're going to get smaller. That's the bottom line.
It's just a completely different business, you know. You can't just switch and be like, oh, we're going to go from being in malls to dominating an online presence of, you know, selling online to our customers. Maybe that sounds great.
Right.
Good luck.
Because they started as an online presence.
Okay.
Then went into malls. And guess what?
Yeah,
that's how you grew. And if
they just couldn't be as big as they are right now without malls. Right?
No way. No. And they can be profitable, but it's going to be a lot less profits because it's a smaller pie.
Market's saying that.
Yeah. We get a question from one of the tigers about Cameco. Cameco, folks, is the largest refiner of uranium, and I wouldn't be touching this. You know, it had a beautiful run. You know, it ran from 741. You know,
quite a couple gaps there.
It's huge, man. Up to 1330, and you got to let this thing settle down.
What on the news front were those gaps? Do you know? I'm just curious. I mean, I know there's been a lot of political stuff going on.
Well,
but is that
when it ran up, it was the political deal that you know,
nuclear power.
When they come out with their numbers, however, the numbers were bad.
There's just two of them there. There was already one. I'm just
Let's see what else they're saying here.
So one of them's numbers, okay.
A uranium slump. What I'm trying to find is I'd like to
that was on the February 2nd. There was the big news. Contract was in jeopardy.
A $1.3 billion contract, right?
And this is the other big day. It was around the 17th, and that was the earnings. Is what was going on.
Yeah.
Yeah. So they had earnings, and then they lost maybe a contract.
Huge.
Yeah.
You stay right there, folks. Excuse me. Tommy and I are coming right back. Our phone number is 877-927-6648. Right back, folks.
Are China A shares hot or not? If you trade China A shares, now may be time to take a closer look. Trade CHAU or CHAD, Directions Daily CSI 300 China A Share Bull and Bear ETFs. China A shares in either direction. Visit directioninvestments.com today. An investor should consider the investment objectives, risks, charges, and expenses of the Direction shares carefully before investing. The prospectus and summary prospectus contain this and other information about Direction shares. To obtain a prospectus or summary prospectus, please contact Direction shares at 866-476-7523. The prospectus or summary prospectus should be read carefully before investing. An investment in the funds is subject to risk, including the possible loss of principal. The funds are designed to be utilized only by sophisticated investors such as traders and active investors. Distributor Foreside Fund Services, LLC.
Hi, I'm Steve Rhodes, host of the Trader's Edge heard daily at TFNN.com and author of Mastering Probability, a daily investment and trading newsletter service that I send out each morning by 8 a.m. My morning newsletter service covers exactly what the markets have been doing since last night's close, providing you with an edge on your trading day ahead. You get actionable trading ideas, including the exact entry, stop, and profit targets. Plus, I'll teach you the patterns and hidden market correlations that will make you a better trader. As a subscriber, you'll gain access to my 90-minute money management workshop, where I'll teach you the secrets that'll save your assets. The bottom line, I've got your back, including a 30-day money-back guarantee. See for yourself the type of analysis I provide each trading day by signing up for Mastering Probability today. With nothing to lose, this is an offer you should not pass on. Mastering Probability can be found under Trading Newsletters on the front page of TFNN.com.
TFNN has put together the finest live programming lineup each trading day, featuring some of the most knowledgeable and respected financial minds in the nation to educate traders and investors. On Mondays, Wednesdays, and Fridays, we broadcast 9 hours a day starting at 8 a.m. as John Logan kicks us off each trading day with the Global Market Pulse. Tuesdays and Thursdays, we broadcast 11 hours. Get an early and healthy start to your day as Nico and Paige bring you Living a Primal Lifestyle. Then catch Andy Hecht at 5 p.m. with the Commodities Hour, following the Tom O'Brien Show. Mondays and Fridays, catch live trading on the Nadex platform with host Tom and Tommy O'Brien, along with Daryl Martin on the Bull Bear Binary Option Hour. See the TFNN program lineup via the link on the front page of TFNN.com to get a complete overview of our TFNN shows and hosts. And keep TFNN's Tiger TV tuned in on your mobile device, PC, or Mac for the latest financial news and information throughout the broadcasting day. TFNN, educating investors. Catch Basil Chapman as he uses his Chapman Wave methodology to call the markets. The Tiger Technicians Hour, next on TFNN.
Welcome back, folks. The Dow right now is up 82. You get the Nasdaq up 24. S&Ps are up 7. And don't forget, folks, at TFNN, you can get all the programming right on your cell phone. Just go to TFNN.com, hit Tiger TV. Going to get some great HD quality video. We got our man, Mr. Basil Chapman, coming up next. He's going to give you a play-by-play of the Patriots parade.
He is. We're not sure. He might be live from the parade. No, we're not sure. We'll have to tune in at 11 o'clock. He lives right. He said he's 10 minutes from the spot.
He's
going to make a game-time decision. We'll see if he can make it through the snow.
He's in the spot for the parade. He's in the spot for the marathon.
He is.
Heartbreak Hill.
All that good
Heartbreak Hill is right down the street from his house, I think.
Perfect.
Yeah, totally. So let's go take a look at the, I want to see how this Dow has handled this high out here. So the Dow, 20,137. Okay, so it's still over the high, which is 20,125. So that baby's over it. The composite's definitely over it. The composite, you're at 56.87. That's 20 points over it. So the further that gets away from it, let me see. Yeah, that trend line you take that channel line up there, man. It wants to hit it. It definitely wants to hit it. The XLE. Let's go take a look at the. Yeah, that's the XLE is down 44 cents, 72.34 now. You know, that's the large integrated oil and gas companies. That's having a problem because of the oil contract itself.
Yeah.
The XLF is hanging at the highs. Now, the XLF is going to be the wild card here. You know, the banks. You know,
yeah.
Because
I kind of chuckle because I think finance in Wall Street will be okay.
Oh, definitely be okay. Yeah. There's no.
As in even that chart, you know, some of the others, the XLE, you know, it's pulling back, right? Because oil, but XLF, man, it's just right at the top of where it's been kind of hovering since the skyrocket of the election.
Yeah, it is right back to the Wild West. There's no doubt about it. They're fighting now about the things that they're fighting about just cracks me up. I mean, it's like I know that when we grow up, for some reason the schools really never teach you finance, you know, meaning Wall Street finance, okay? And then the context of the fiduciary law is like, why would
fiduciary law is a tough one. I would love to hear if somebody has a great explanation of why the fiduciary law is a bad idea. You know, more in depth than because regulations hurt business. Because some regulations are required in terms of, you know, should you be paying somebody a fee if they're going to basically be using their influence to, you know, charge you higher fees on top of the fees you're supposed to be paying them for that service?
In your IRA.
Right.
Which is,
it's pretty intense.
It is. It's like, that's all right.
So if they have it, I think our point that we're not expressing is if Wall Street's going to get that much leeway,
yeah,
then man, you know, watch out.
And watch out.
Yeah.
Exactly.
Because guess what? Of course they're going to make more money if they bring people in who are clueless and say, buy our fund for extra
Right.
fees and
Right.
we'll make all the money instead of you growing your IRA.
Right.
Yeah, Wall Street's going to be fine. We'll see how that works out.
We work way too hard for your money, folks. Okay, just keep it. And if you have.
We're lucky. We know a lot of our listeners, they know this stuff. But guess what?
Right.
Millions and millions and millions and millions and millions of people, they're paying IRA, advisors, for that type of a service.
For sure.
And it's, yeah.
Yeah.
So, XLF to the moon.
Oh, my God. Hey, listen, bottom line is that let's take a look at silver, because silver is the psycho in the metals market. And, silver looks like it's up 8 cents right now, but this thing is far into the November 11th bar, and the top of that bar is $18.95. So silver's got game. You stay right there, folks. Our man, Mr. Basil Chapman's coming up next, and then we're going to swim lessons. Steve Rhodes, Dave White, myself, and of course it's Tuesday. We got Andy Heck. Thanks, pal.
Thanks, man.
Wow! Go get him, folks.
Since 1984, Basil Chapman has been using the Chapman Wave methodology to advise traders of his expert market opinion. While originally hand-drawing charts from the late 1970s into the 1980s, Basil noticed that prices under most circumstances virtually always had a certain number of legs to the upside before declining sharply. Later, Basil found that computer software, which included the standard market technical indicators, enhanced the degree of accuracy in calling price turns, as well as market trend calls. Thus was born the Chapman Wave sequence. Using the Chapman Wave methodology along with other indicators, Basil Chapman advises his subscribers of his expert market opinion each market day with his opening call newsletter. Right now, you can get a 2-week free trial to the opening call, Basil's daily trading newsletter, by visiting the front page of TFNN.com. Cancel at any time during that trial and pay absolutely nothing. Get your 2-week free trial to Basil's newsletter, The Opening Call, today by visiting TFNN.com.
This is TFNN.